Good afternoon. I am VANSSA Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, media fraternity mourns losses of two of its own. 16-year-old shot and killed in Maraval, while in a separate incident in Caroni, two children are injured in a shooting incident that left one man dead. And internationally, Sri Lanka protesters say they will stay at the palace until the president and the prime minister leave office. And now the news in detail. The local media fraternity is mourning the death of former journalist Joel Nanton. 47-year-old Nanton, who is the brother of Samson Nanton, died peacefully at his home at 6 p.m. on Saturday after a 4-year battle with cancer. Nanton started his career at Newsday newspaper in 1994 and later moved to The Express, where he served as a crime reporter initially and then as a business reporter, later becoming the paper's business editor in a career that spanned over 10 years. Nanton's last contribution to the media fraternity was as the chair at the Department of Journalism and Media at the College of Science, Technology and Applied Arts of TNT's Ken Gordon School of Journalism and Communication. Nanton was married and was the father of 3. And a freelance photographer with Guardian Media, Anthony Harris, was struck while cycling around the Queen's Park Savannah on Saturday and died Sunday morning. The 60-year-old was hit by the driver of a white Nissan B13 that plowed into him and fled the scene. Harris was flung into the air by the impact and taken to hospital, where he later died. The driver is still being sought by police. In other news, a 16-year-old boy was killed in Maraval on Saturday night. The incident took place at about 11:30 p.m. along Back Street in Lee Platte Village, Maraval. Residents of the area told police they heard a series of loud explosions, and upon investigating, they found 3 people bleeding from multiple gunshot injuries. The injured individuals were all taken to the St. James Hospital for treatment. However, one of the victims, Caleb Morteen, 16, succumbed to his injuries. In an unrelated shooting incident, 2 children were injured in a shooting that claimed the life of a man identified as Narendra Sinanan. The children, a 7-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl, remained warded at hospital up to Sunday morning. According to reports, at about 2 p.m. on Saturday, the man was washing his vehicle along the roadway near his home at Airport Boulevard, Caroni, when a silver Toyota Axio pulled alongside him. 2 men came out of the car and opened fire. Narendra attempted to flee the scene, however, he was pursued and shot. The children, who were outside their homes at the time, were hit. In more news, motorists are being advised of traffic along Ryson Road, Port of Spain from tomorrow, Tuesday, July 12th, until August 26th, due to works being done by the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago. In an update, NGC said it will commence construction works to divert a section of its existing 16-inch low-pressure pipeline located on Dock Road and Ryson Road, Port of Spain. NGC said the work will begin from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. NGC said police officers will be on hand to assist with traffic management, and efforts will be made to minimize any inconvenience to the public. Internationally, protesters in Sri Lanka's capital, Colombo, continue to occupy the offices of the president and the prime minister for a second consecutive day, vowing they will stay put until both officially have resigned. Determined to see the country's top leaders step down amid an unprecedented economic crisis, thousands of people stormed the president's residence on Saturday and later set fire to the prime minister's house, forcing the 2 leaders into hiding. The Sri Lankan Prime Minister said he will leave office once the new government is in place, while the Speaker of Parliament said the 73-year-old president would step down on Wednesday. However, protesters are refusing to budge until the 2 leaders have officially left their post. In other international news, at least 15 people have been shot dead in a bar in the South African township of Soweto. Police said gunmen entered the Orlando East Tavern in the early hours of Sunday morning and started firing randomly at a group of young people. The gunman then fled the scene in a white minibus. No motive for the attack has been established. The victims are believed to be between 19 and 35 years old. Several more people are in critical condition in hospital, according to the BBC. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online, Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, media fraternity mourns losses of two of its own. 16-year-old shot and killed in Maraval, while in a separate incident in Caroni, 2 children are injured in a shooting that left 1 man dead. And internationally, Sri Lanka's protesters say they will stay at the palace until the president and the prime minister leave office. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.